left this thing as of now. I'll just reading this point. This is handmade notes only. That win for DMK in Tamil Nadu, left front in Kerala, NDA in Assam, and exit polls. Exit poll, we know that if we talk about context, that is, exit polls were unanimous in predicting a clean sweep for DMK-led alliance in Tamil Nadu Assembly elections, and it left Democratic Front Kerala, Non-National Democratic Alliance Assam and Pondicherry. Now, facts of this is that exit poll regulating is a poll of votes. Exit poll is basically a poll of votes taken soon after a voter walks out after casting his or vote as an indicator to the party forms the government. Regulating is that seeking an amendment to Representation of People's Act, and it's to ban the both exit and opinion polls during a period specified by the Election Commission in 2004. Now the recommendations was accepted in part, and in February 2010 restrictions were imposed only on exit polls. Instructions of section 126A in that act, and Election Commission advises electronic and print media not to be published precise any article program relating to dissemination of the results to exit poll during prohibited period. Also, issues are that both exit and opinion that polls can be controversial if the agency conducting them is perceived to be biased. Now, projection of those survey can be influenced by choice, wording, timing of the question, and it is political parties of the law allege that many opinion and exit polls are motivated and sponsored by their rivals. A distorting effect on choice voters make it protected elections rather than simply reflecting public sentiment views. This is something important, vaccine Maitri. So I'm reading all these paras. Like, India is likely to resume its vaccine Maitri program for the neighborhoods including Bangladesh, Nepal and Sri Lanka. So vaccine Maitri program for the neighborhood, that is Bangladesh, on the east side, Nepal and also Sri Lanka, at least Sri Lanka on the south side. Now, until at least July, given the sudden shortage of vaccine amidst the surge in COVID-19 cases, the government planned for vaccination for all adults set to start on May 1st. Now, India had to spend the export of both commercial and also grant-based vaccine doses, including to countries in the neighborhood which had already paid for the shipment within the last batch going out at the beginning of the April after second wave of the pandemic. And when asked on Thursday, Foreign Secretary Harsh Shringrela would not give a timeline for when the supplies will be restored. Today our needs are far greater than all our partners understanding the context. So today we are required to ramp up our vaccination program to 2.2 to 3 billion. So we have to ramp up significantly, he said. Now, however, at least two officials at South Block is aware of the problem, and this has created India's neighbors. India's last shipment to Bangladesh was ground of 1 lakh doses sent on April 2nd, while commercial shipments have been sent since February 2021, and when 2 lakh doses were shipped, according to the Ministry of External Affairs website, Bangladesh had contracted for 30 million doses for Covishield, that's 5 million doses in a month, for 6 months, but only 7 million of the paid shipments actually arrived between January and February. Now, Sri Lanka placed a commercial order of 1.5 million, that is 15 lakh doses for Covishield. There is an order for 15 lakh doses for Covishield, which is given 5 lakhs so far. Now, the Sri Lanka and Nepal were the last sent shipment through the COVAX alliance on March 6 and 28 respectively, while the commercial shipment stopped at the end of the February. Now, sources said that Bangladesh and Nepal have raised concern about the interruption in supplies officially. So, vaccine Maitri, we have to wait till July. because vaccine Vetri, the context is that India is unlikely to resume its vaccine Vetri program because at present India itself need vaccines for their citizens, and neighborhood countries including Bangladesh, Nepal and Sri Lanka, and details as India had to suspend the export of both, that is commercial and also the grant based vaccine doses. Means India is not going to sell those also to the neighboring countries, and fact is that India started vaccine diplomacy and name is vaccine Maitri, and vaccine diplomacy is basically it is the use of vaccine to increase a country's diplomatic relations on other countries. Now neighborhood first policy, it comes under the neighborhood first policy, and feature is that India supplies made in India COVID-19 vaccines to its neighboring countries and also the partner countries. Now neighborhood first policy, Bhutan and Maldives get to first vaccines, followed by Bangladesh, Nepal, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Mauritius also get doses once they give necessary protocols. So now we have China launches key module for its permanent space station. So here in this case China अपने space stations का develop करा. That is, China on Thursday launched the main model of its first permanent space station that will host astronauts for the long term, and the latest success for a program that has released a number of its growing ambitions in the recent years. Now the Tinhe or Heavenly Harmony model blasted into space atop a long march, that is 5P rocket from the launch kicks off the first 11 missions necessary to complete supply and also the crew stations and by the next year. Now China's space program was recently brought back by the first new lunar samples in more than 40 years, and it is also expects to land a probe and rover on a surface of Mars later next month. So minutes after the launch, the fairing opened to expose the Tianhe atop the core stage of the rocket within the character of the China's manned space emblazoned on its exterior soon after it separated from the rocket, and which will orbit for about a week before falling to Earth, and minutes after that opened its solar array to provide a steady energy source. Now the message of congratulations from state leaders and head of the ruling communities parties Xi Jinping was also read to staff a Wenchang launch center. So now we have China launch key module for its permanent space station. So permanent space station China, if you know that China has a main module of its first permanent space station that is, and it will host astronauts for the long term. And details is that Tinhe Heavenly Harmony module that is blasted into space atop a long March 5P rockets launch and of the first of 11 machines necessary and incomplete supply generation and station by end of the next year. Now minutes after the launch, favoring open to expose then atop the core stage of the rocket. Now soon after it separated from the rocket, it will orbit for about a week before falling to the earth. If we talk about, it is also related to international relation, that US growth accelerated 6.4% in first quarter on stimulus boost. So I'm just reading this context that US accelerated 6.4% in first quarter on stimulus boost, that is US with context is that US economic growth accelerate in the first quarter, fueled by massive government aid to the household and businesses. Expected will be the strongest annual performance since 1984. Details is the GDP increased at 6.4% annualized rate last year. Now it was the second fastest pace since the third quarter of 2003, and it followed by 43% rate in the fourth quarter of 2020. Now reason is 2 additional rounds of COVID-19 relief money, and it easing anxiety over the pandemic, and it boosted economic demand and allowed services businesses like restaurants and bar to reopen. Now we have another article, and it is important also, and creating critical thinker, like the pandemic is an opportunity to reimagine educational assessment and evaluation? So this could be a question, and it is very high chances to get this question into mains, interview, and anywhere. That the pandemic is basically an opportunity to reimagine the educational assessments and evaluation. So, despite the pandemic unleashing in the full force, the debate over the last month has entailed a mindless conversion over holding or postponing board exam instead of exploring alternatives. So rather than viewing this unprecedented situation as a unique opportunity for reimagining educational assessments and evaluation in the world that no longer looks at the same, now the government insists to the on the possibility of holding exams in person and posing a further threat to the lives of the loved ones. An alternate way of thinking is that students and parents have valid concerns about the future, which include admission to the higher educational institution, and nonetheless considered we are in a worldwide crisis where India cannot afford to have gathering of small and big groups. We aren't virtually educational committees being organized to rethink approaches on assessing students' learning. So, for instance, one of the challenges deemed as students cheating if the exams were to be conducted online. So, however, if the question paper were designed in a way that encouraged students to critically engage with the material, context, perspective, and build opinions, then no book would be able to provide all the answers. So, relatedly, in the light of the right to education that affirms the importance of formatting assessment, then teacher could be invited to engage in the evaluating students' performance across the year. So, if there are concerns about institutional to facilitate online entrance examination could be another option to explore as students gear up. Means there has to be a online examination. That could be another opportunity to explore as students to gear up college admissions. Eventually, the goal could be to involve students in a self and peer evaluation so that the ability to reflect while participating in the learning communities and receiving feedbacks prepares them for what lies ahead. Now, the National Curriculum Framework of 2005 affirmed the importance of embracing the emotional, social, physical, and intellectual growth of children within a framework of human values. Now, there's a question to consider is whether the academic performance can continue to be the sole representation of student growth, or we can begin to redefine student success based on social, emotional, and spiritual development benchmarks. So here, redefining education, that we have an opportunity to redefine meaningful education basically, and even though it doesn't require a concerted changes across curriculum in K-12, that is schools, and the entrance criteria determined by higher education institution what we value as communities and society, we have to start somewhere. Now, viewing this crisis as a signal of urgent change and core issues can be engaged with and re-evaluated to prevent students from being trapped in a current system of cramming, rote learning, and anxieties. Now, the government needs to give complete autonomy to the educational committee composed of students and teachers, educational leaders, scholars, and researchers who can advocate, organize, and implement these changes. Now, if we talk about the handwritten notes, that is creating critical thinkers, that is, we need to create critical thinker here. Sorry. Now here is that the pandemic and education. The pandemic, we know that we are at a second wave, and the third wave could also be expected by the experts. Now, debate over the last month is that holding and postponing board exam instead of exploring alternatives. Government insists on the possibility of holding exams. The threat lives of the loved ones. It basically threat lives of the loved ones. Now, the alternative ways of thinking is students and parents have valid concerns about the future admissions of the students into the higher institutions, educational institutions. Online exam could be cheating, and also question paper were designed in such a way that encourage students to critically engage with the materials. It's not that they are writing the similar answer, but there is some case studies that can be framed. So no book would be able to provide the answer. So this is something that we can go for. And RTE from the importance of formative and assessment, that teachers could be invited to engage in evaluating student performance across the year. So teachers could be invited here. It is an important point. And also the formative assessments should be there. If there are any concern, performance reporting, portfolios, slumps, samples of response, grades shared across the pool of the school, and teachers can assess and provide insightful feedback on student performance. Also, there is evaluating students on their performance throughout the year will contribute towards making evaluation and learning much more holistic. Also, inviting higher education institution to facilitate online entrance examination after this passing examination. Another option to explore on student care for their college admissions, and also an opportunity to redefine meaningful education and need concentrated changes across curriculum. Also signal for urgent change, like core issues can be engaged and re-evaluated to prevent students from being trapped in a current system of cramming, role learning and anxieties. Need is that educational institute has to give complete autonomy, and educational committee has to be set up that include teachers, educational leaders, scholars and researchers. Also, they need to advocate and organize, implement change that is to be nationally and also the internationally. Now we have another topic, that is promise to keep. Promise to keep, that is Biden is on course on fulfilling agenda despite opposition at home and challenges abroad. So here in this his first address to the joint session of the Congress, US President Joe Biden made clear that his administration would continue pressing forward with promises made during his election campaign last year. So including vigorously meeting the health challenges of ongoing COVID pandemic, kickstart the engines of the US economy to provide sustainable job opportunities in this digital era, and reasserting the position of his country as a driving force for the democracy worldwide, including pushing back on China's aspiration to be regional hegemon in Asia. And also Mr. Biden, for 100 days in office, have been conterminous with arguable the most fraught times in the recent US history, given the devastation wreaked by the coronavirus on life and economic activities, making the US the worst performer worldwide, recently surpassed its grim scale by India. So, however, Democrat has risen to the challenges posed by the virus. Now, when compared to this precedence, Donald Trump responds in terms of signing into a law of 1.9 trillion pandemic relief bill and funneling direct payment of $1,400 per person to more than 160 million households. So, reports suggest that this shot in the arms could boost economic growth this year to 6% or higher. Now, revive the nearly 8.4 million jobs lost to COVID-19 by 2022. Whether this will be enough to mollify the likely anger of wealthy Americans for the tax hike he proposes to slap them with is unclear, and yet it is not the economy but the wounds of racist hatred that he will have to work even harder to heal the recent changes. Now, the Biden agenda is basically that promise to keep context. Now, first address to joint session of Congress, US President made clear that his administration would continue pressing forward and promises made during election campaign. Now, meeting the health challenges, that is kickstart engines of the US economy and also provide job opportunity in this digital era, and also the reasserting the position of his country as a inviting force for democracy worldwide. Now, coronavirus US the most worst performer worldwide, and $1.9 million pandemic relief relief and functioning direct payment of $1,400 per person to 160 million households. So could boost economy 6% growth higher. Now, world continue to maintain a strong military presence in the Indo-Pacific region, and not to start conflict but to prevent. So there is a prevention method that has to be used, and also vote to stand up to unfair trade practices, and it basically disallowed subsidies for Chinese state-owned enterprises and industrial espionage. Now speak out on perceived violations on fundamental freedoms and rights. South China Sea, like Hong Kong and Xinjiang region. So we have this important question that how mask is important in India, and if we really want to stop the third wave, that India has to mask up. So in India, that at home they also need to mask up. So let's go with a little bit, not little bit, we'll go into much detail about this topic. That is, a smoke from countless funeral pyres rises above our cities, and dispersely sick people lying in the corridors and wards of our hospitals seeking beds, medications and oxygens to relieve their virus damaged lungs. So this is difficult to see a way out. The world crisis in India has faced since this plague and famines of the 18th and 19th century. So it is the worst crisis India could ever face. Now the anemic pace of the government vaccination drive is unlikely to show the ferocity of the second wave of the pandemic, which epidemiological models predict could peak up by middle of the May and gradually decline. If there is one thing to be learned from the tragedy unfolding before us, that it is unless active measures are taken, the second wave will be followed by the third wave, or it could convert into the third wave and perhaps even more. So wave across the globe, we know that if we look around the world, the United States has the three distinct waves since last March. So has the Brazil and United Kingdom had a smallest first wave. So followed by the nearly 4 months when the cases were low and the virus seems to be disappearing. So this was followed by the two explosive waves which only subsidized after a lockdown and an aggressive vaccination campaign in which 95% of all those over the age of 50 have been vaccinated to the date. So with the entire adult population to be vaccinated by the end of the summer, the South Africa saw a first wave peak last August and followed by the second wave that to begin around November and peaked at the first week of January. So given this pattern, the second wave in India was almost a given, and once this wave receded, it is highly likely that the third wave will build up, and unless active measures are taken up to stop it build up, now it is a time to think ahead and find ways to prevent the next wave. Now vaccines are the best option, we know, but India given population and slow pace of vaccination in large cities, vaccination supplies both in India and globally, the limited finance with state governments which have now been given the responsibility of vaccinating the bulk of the country's population, this is not going to happen quickly. So enough to blunt either this or future waves. Now tested methods that work that so long with vaccination, it is important to practice the full methods that have been shown to slow the spread of COVID-19 in different parts of the world. Mask wearing, physical distancing. So first is mask wearing, then physical distancing and hand hygiene, and the ban on mass gathering. So these 4 points we need to consider. First is mask wearing, physical distancing and hand hygiene, and also a ban on mass gathering. These measures sound mundane and boring, but they work. We have seen they may not be as effective as mass vaccination, but in the absence of vaccine, they are perhaps the only way to reduce community transmission and slow the spread of the virus. Consider some of the evidence demonstrating the effect of these measures. Now, a study last year in the American Journal of Tropical Medicines and Hygiene found that countries where masks were widely used, either because of the government orders or cultural norms, had the lowest per capita mortality from the COVID than countries where the masks no universal masking. So here are the similar study of the transmission among the family members in Beijing households found that masks were 79% effective. So Beijing household, they have found that 79% masks were effective in preventing the transmissions when they were used by all household members. So a comprehensive review of the scientific evidence for the use of the face mask published in January this year in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science concluded that that near universal adoption of non-medical masks when out in public in combination with complementary public measures. So it could reduce community spread and also provided the measures was sustained, and mask wearing by itself will not be enough. It need to be part of package of measures that include rigorous social distancing, hand hygiene, avoiding mass gatherings, and we have also mask wearing, hand hygiene. Okay, another question is, can people be persuaded to wear masks? Conventional wisdom in India, it has it that wearing in the mask will only work when it is imposed as police measures with fine and punishment for non-compliance. Mask wearing and social distancing cannot be sustained through lathis. So public health measures that work best are those that the public voluntarily adopts because they see it as being in their best interest. Now the Bangladesh shows the way here, but there is evidence from the experiment study in Bangladesh that people will use masks enthusiastically if they are provided free, are comfortable and accompanied with appropriate infrastructural material. So a team from research led in Mushafiq Mubarak of Yale University carried out experiment involving 350,000 adults in 600 villages in Bangladesh to try and understand how to increase mask usage. So they found that mask usage tripled when they given free and accompanied by well-designed institutional material, as well as reminders from religious and community leaders and volunteers. So these interventions and increase the public percentage of people using masks threefold, and having volunteered in public spaces such as markets to remind people to wear masks and distribute masks to those who did not have them, and as well as frequent messages from religious and community leaders saw an increase in mask usage from 13% when none of these interventions existed to over 40% of them. And one key to success with mask quality, that mask needed to be comfortable to wear in hot and humid conditions, as well as being effective filters. So importantly, those who wore masks were more likely to maintain social distancing. So over the last year, India has built significant capacity to manufacture masks, so supplies should not be an issue for India. So the cost of supplying reusable mask free will need to be budgeted for. But masks are far cheaper than the vaccine, and the economic benefit of avoiding crippling new wave of the virus should be taken into account. So reaching out the right way, the communication at the level of the communities is the key to getting people to protect themselves this way. Now the people need to be explained the reason for the mask wearing, as well as the right way to wear the mask. Imaginative and creative communication campaigns are essential, and Bangladesh community leaders as well as religious leaders were used to reinforce mask wearing and social distancing messages. So most Indian states have reasonable, well-functioning network of health workers at the village and community level, so who can be used in the health campaign. So these solutions may seem simplistic, but if the country is to reduce the impact of the social future wave, it is essential that they are put in the place. So viruses are the most basic of the organisms, and often basic changes in human behavior can drastically reduce the availability of the virus transmits. So vaccines are the ultimate solutions, but the meanwhile it is important to focus on what can be done right now and further disasters to be preventive. So here we know that India need to mask up. So third wave, it is a handwritten notes. So contest that around the world, US has 3 distinct waves since last March. Brazil has also taken 3 waves, and UK first have small and followed by the 2 explosive waves. Now India has introduced the second wave. So once wave receded, highly likely that a third wave will build up. So active measures at vaccine, mask wearing, physical distancing, hand wash, and ban on mass gathering. So only way to reduce community transfer and slow the spread of virus. Now data is that American Journal of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene, where the masks were widely used, lower per capita